We're going to get into the show. Trust that you have never been paid for your labor. I invite y'all to, jump on the Discord. Definitely. I'm about to jump in the Discord. We're about to jump into the chat on the Discord. Let me see. Yep. Let me see. I'm going to open the chat on Blog Talk as well. But we about to jump into, because, I'm going through definitions. We're going to do that definition dance. You know what I mean? So, what is the deal? If I say that you've never been paid for your labor, how does that make you feel? Does it sound correct? It's true. It's true. So let's jump into that. We're going to get into that right now. And I'm just going to break it down as far as this goes. It's like one of the biggest things, that I like to talk about is value, different types of value. There it is. I couldn't find my little document. I was going to trip out. What is value? What is the value of your labor? What is the value of your time? What is the value of the particular structures that you use to do business? What is the value of an hour of human labor? The true value. So let's start. I'm just gonna start with some definitions, of course. But first and foremost, let's look at a dollar bill. You got a dollar bill? I think I got a 5 somewhere. Nope, here it is. I got a $5 bill, which is weird because dollar means money and then bill means debt, so it's oxymoronical. But it's a Federal Reserve note, United States Treasury, Federal Reserve note, you know what I mean? But on this note, there's words that state this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private, so what is a note? We just start with a note. What is a note? A note is a promise to pay. A note is not money. You can look it up. A note is a promise to pay. So let's start. Let's start with wages. All right? I'm just going to use this right here. Gold is the wage of kings and queens. Gold. You have sovereign nations. You have very wealthy individuals, wealthy families, so on and so forth. Please believe they know what money is, and they understand that real money is not a note. Silver is the wage of gentlemen and ladies. If you're a lord, if you're a gentleman, a property owner, a business owner, a merchant, merchants that goes from town to town, that go from state to state or city to city, they're not taking notes, bank notes or whatever, because I'm going to go on the road, I'm going to go to another place, and they're not going to understand or recognize this bank note that you're trying to give me. Give me the silver. Give me the gold. Gold is the wage of kings and queens. Silver is the wage of gentlemen and ladies. Barter or exchange is the wage of the people. You know, the people, through our labor, we create different items. We offer goods or services. We work the land. We work our knowledge. We work our trade. And typically you can exchange. I have some eggs. I have chickens over here. I got some eggs. I keep bees over here. I got honey. You know, you may have some wild rice or some spirulina, some sea moss, some bladderwhack, and I'm down to exchange or barter with you. So that I may get, you know, some of your sea moss, some of your bladderwhack. You can have some of this honey. You can have some chicken eggs, you know, and then we go about our business. Barter is the wage of the people, 100%. But debt is the wage of a slave. It always has been. It always will be. And I don't see how ever, in any way, shape, or form, that is going to change. So let's get into this. What are you talking about? So you're tripping. What are you talking about? I'm about to tell y'all what I'm talking about. Let's get into this. All right? But we're going to jump into some straight up definitions because, you know, I don't play that stuff. So let's get up in here. We're going to start with money. Let's start with money right here. Money, Black's Law Dictionary. 4th edition, money in usual and ordinary acceptation. It means gold and silver or paper money used as a circulating medium of exchange. It does not embrace notes, bonds, evidences of debt, or personal or real estate. This is money. This is the definition of money from Black's Law Dictionary. Now, the Constitution for the United States of America, Article 1, Section 10, no state shall make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts. Now, y'all know I like Article 1, Section 10. It's cold. It's cold business. But I really feel as though we need to understand the difference between a note and money. It to me is very important. Now, money is different from currency. We got to understand what currency is. Okay? Currency is not money. And money is not currency. Currency, now, Black's Law, 4th edition, currency is coined money and such bank notes or other paper money as are authorized by law and do in fact circulate from hand to hand as the medium of exchange. Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition. Now, you got to understand what fiat means. Fiat, we're going to put this in here. Fiat, the term fiat, which is Latin for let it be done. In English practice, a short order or warrant of a judge or magistrate directing some act to be done. One of the proceedings in English bankrupt practice being a power signed by the Lord or Chancellor, addressed to the Court of Bankruptcy, authorizing the petitioning creditor to prosecute. Let it be done. It's something by the decree of the government. So now you can get into fiat currency. It's not money. It's currency. Now, people say, oh, I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid. Most of y'all may not know that pay is a noun and its compensation. It's a fixed and definite amount given by law to persons in military service in consideration of and as compensation for their personal services. That's pay, the noun. Black's Law 4th edition. Now, pay, the verb, is to discharge a debt, to deliver to a creditor the value of a debt, either by money or goods for his acceptance. The term, however, is sometimes limited to discharging an indebtedness by the use of money. So, we go back to money. So what does that mean? What am I getting at? What does it all mean? What are you talking about, man? What I'm saying and what's going on to me is very plain, it's very simple. All right? You've never been paid for your labor. In order for you to be paid for your labor, you would have to have received gold and silver. Now, I know people would be like, oh, well, you can take the fiat currency and go acquire gold and silver, which is true. That's true, but that doesn't mean you were paid. That just means that you received currency in exchange for your labor, and then you used that currency and converted it into real money. But I will tell you right now, as far as the United States of America is concerned, and as far as America is concerned, the Congress $1 is on the American Eagle silver coin. And the American Eagle silver coin is 31.1 grams of pure fine silver. And right now, you cannot get your hands on a dollar, a real dollar, a silver 31.1 gram fine silver coin for less than $35, $36, $37. I'm going to say that again. According to Congress, the American Silver Eagle is $1. What we are given are notes, Federal Reserve notes. It says note right on it. We do not receive money for our labor. We receive debt, which is indicative of slavery, economic servitude and slavery. I know I'm putting 2 and 2 together and making 18, but it's really 4. But when you ever hear that you've never been paid for your labor, that's going back to gold is the wage of kings and queens. Silver is the wage of gentlemen and ladies. Barter is the wage of the people. Debt is the wage of a slave. This is what I wanted to include in the Discord server for everyone. I know that it's important for us to understand that. It's also important for us to know the difference. Let me throw this in the chat on Blog Talk too, just in case. Just in case. Hey, just in case. Now, what does this mean? It means that you've been bamboozled, you've been swindled. We were all swindled. We fell for it. I fell for it. You fell for it. We all fell for it. $1 is an American Eagle silver coin. An American Eagle gold coin is $50. It says $50 on the coin. On top of your, quote, dollar, it says Federal Reserve note. Now, what is a note? A note is a promise to pay. Now, if you are walking around with promises, you're not walking around with money. And if you're walking around with promises to pay, and you hand these promises to pay someone, and they give you goods or services, you haven't paid them. What you have done is given them a promise to pay, which effectively discharges the obligation to pay to a later date. And this is why people are getting into, the hyperbole as far as, everything that you bought, quote, you don't own it. The government owns it because you bought it with their currency. You bought it with their notes, which obligated the government to pay for it at a later date. So if the government is paying for it, then it belongs to the government. I'm not really going to get into that. What I will get into is I'm holding in my hand a silver certificate. Looks very much like a Federal Reserve note. Very much like a Federal Reserve note. Says $1 on it. This certificate is legal tender for all debts, public and private. You see the difference? The Federal Reserve note says this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. It says this certifies that there is on deposit in the Treasury of the United States of America $1 in silver payable to the bearer on demand. So a certificate certifies that there is an item of substance associated with this certificate. You can go and exchange the certificate and you will get the silver. And the silver is substance. The silver is money. According to the Constitution, according to Black's Law Dictionary, silver and gold is money. What we have been taught to deal with and to look at and value as money is currency. Okay? It's not true money. It is fiat currency, which means it is, quote, government issued and decreed money, which is the biggest thing to understand. Once you understand that, we move forward to the simple fact that if you were being paid, let's say you make $25, let's say you make $25 an hour. Nope. Let's say you make $15 an hour. Now, if you were paid in currency, $15 for 1 hour could not even buy you half an ounce of silver, which is real money. So 15 notes an hour is equivalent to less than $1 an hour in real money. I know people say, so I'm looking at the spot price of silver and it's $26. Fam, that's not the price of silver. That's the spot price of silver paper contracts. SLV, PSLV, it's paper contracts. It's not real silver. And you have to have like 500 contracts or something to even demand delivery on the paper contracts. It's not real silver. It's the paper, fake, fictitious market to make you think that you're buying silver, but you're really not. It has counterparty risk, which means someone else is holding it. They could run off with it. They can get bamboozled. They can be invaded by the Germans. A lot of things can happen with regards to counterparty risk. I want you to understand the physical value of silver right now is over $35 an ounce. And I'm talking American Eagles. You might be able to get some generic bars and rounds for less than that. I'm talking American Eagles. I'm talking about the American dollars, what the Congress designates as a dollar. 1 troy ounce of silver coined into an American Eagle silver coin. $35 roughly to get one of those. So if you're getting 15 Federal Reserve notes an hour, you're not even getting half a dollar an hour, man. This is the trick. Now, see, when silver and gold were in the currency, in circulation, it valued your labor higher when you were paid in silver and gold. I remember reading some historical accounts of, it was saying Sun Tzu and, Julius Caesar, like Caesar would pay each Roman soldier 1 denarius, 1 dime, a tenth of an ounce of silver. And you can pay a soldier a tenth of an ounce of silver per day. You have an army. Sun Tzu was like, if you can have an army of, I don't remember how many, it was a lot of people, a lot of troops. For like 1,000 ounces of silver, you can run a campaign and take over an entire country. Silver and gold is money. So when you think about it, when you're like, man, I'm making $15 an hour. No, you're not. You're making 15 notes an hour. If you were making $15 an hour, let's just arbitrarily just say, hey, we'll go buy $30 for 1 American Eagle coin. If you're making 15 real dollars an hour, that's the equivalent of 450 notes an hour. If you're making 15 American Eagle coins, 1 troy ounce of silver, go get an American Eagle, do a search for American Eagle coins, look at the pictures and see that it says $1 on that thing. And see, when you pull out your currency, see that it says Federal Reserve notes at the top, and then it says dollar on the bottom of the note. I don't know if I create a note. If I create anything, I can name anything. It's a note. It's a promise to pay. It's debt. A promise. If I promise you something, I'm indebted to you until I fulfill that promise, which will extinguish the debt or discharge the debt or whatever you want to say. True $15 an hour is the equivalent of 450 Federal Reserve notes an hour. That should really make you think. When Roman soldiers were being paid a tenth of an ounce of silver per day, and that would support their families, support their homes. Now, these Federal Reserve notes are governed by the Federal Reserve Bank and the Federal Reserve Open Market Committee. And this institution that issues these promises to pay, this government decreed fiat currency, they push for 2% inflation on the currency per year. I'm sure you heard me say this. It blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind that this happens. But they push for 2% inflation on the currency per year, which means that every year, realistically, the currency loses 2% of the value. And that's why you maybe heard, hey, an ounce of gold 100 years ago can buy the same things an ounce of gold can buy today. Because real money protects your purchasing power. It preserves your true labor. It preserves it. Federal Reserve notes don't do anything. The nominal value, a $100 bill is still a $100 bill. It's still $100, but it doesn't buy the same goods and services that a $100 bill did 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 15 years ago. And inflation is the silent thief of the value of your labor over time. And they say, go to school, get a good job, get a good education, and save. Be a good little American. Just save your money. But they gave you fiat currency and told you it was money and told you to save it. Well, if you save it, your minimum, they tell you in your face, minimum, that currency is losing 2% of its value every single year. You save it for 5 years, it's lost 10%. You save it for 10 years, it's lost 20%. And so on and so forth. We have been taught to save ourselves into poverty with depreciating valued notes, promises to pay. Hey, I appreciate y'all keeping the Discord clear. I'm done though. Y'all can go ahead and just do your dance. I appreciate y'all though. I'm done typing up in there for now. Throw your questions in there if you got some. you know. But I see that no one has been really doing anything, and hey, I appreciate that. It means y'all trying to get this. You're trying to get this dance. But I want to drive this home as much as I can. If you make $15 an hour in Federal Reserve notes, you make less than $1 in real money. Inflation is the cause of increase in prices. The more money that they put, the more currency that is put into circulation, the higher the prices of goods and services will become. It is the way it is. It's math. It's mathematics. Numbers don't lie. I know you have parents, grandparents who bought a house and it was $30,000, $50,000. But now today, that house, you can't even get that house for $300,000 or something equivalent. I know you have parents, grandparents bought a car for $10,000, $12,000, $15,000. But that same car from that same manufacturer, that same type of car, you can't even get that thing for $30,000, $35,000. That's called inflation. The inflation of the currency. And they're telling you, we push for 2% inflation per year. And the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, is even saying now that they're looking for inflation to, quote, run hot. And what that means is they want it to be higher than 2%. What you got to understand is that government, the Federal Reserve, the government, the United States, whatever, they're in a lot of debt. And here's what I'm going to tell you. If you can get a property right now, if you can afford it, if you can get your hands on a duplex or a triplex or a fourplex, and you can get it for a relatively good price and you can afford the payment, I suggest you do it, because over time you're paying off that home, that property, with lower valued currency over time. Just like if you go back 15 years, you can get a luxury car for $15,000, $20,000. Nowadays, you can't even get close to a luxury car for $20,000. If you know how to use debt properly in a debt-based system, it works for you. If you don't, it works against you. So those who know are getting long-term loans, 30-year mortgages and stuff like that for business purposes. I'm not giving legal advice. Because they know that the interest rates are low, historically low, lowest they've ever been, as well as the currency is going to depreciate. So that payment over time technically is going to get smaller and smaller, even though it's going to stay the same. It's going to be staying with $1,000, $1,500, whatever that mortgage payment is, $1,500. It's going to be $1,500. Nominally, it's going to stay the same, but purchasing power-wise, in 5 years, $1,500 will not buy you what it can today. In 10 years, $1,500 will not buy you what it can today. So as the currency depreciates or inflates, those larger payments technically become smaller and smaller. And that's just one of the tactics that the wealthy use. They understand currency. They understand how this thing works. They understand depreciation. They understand the interest. They understand how this stuff works. And like I said, I'm not giving legal advice. I can't. I'm not, I can't. I can't give legal advice. It's impossible for me. So I can't. I'm not. But the only way to have inflation work for you is by paying off long-term debt. This is exactly what the government's doing. The government owns a lot of debt to a lot of different countries, and they pay payments and interest on that debt in dollars. So what the government is trying to do is inflate the currency so that they can pay the debt in devalued dollars. And it's flirting with disaster as far as I'm concerned. Trust, you have never been paid for your labor. You've never been paid. It's impossible for you to be paid. Unless you're some sort of military service officer, but to be paid is to discharge a debt, to deliver to a creditor the value of the debt, either by money or goods. If I go to work and I work these hours, I am the creditor in this situation. The company is the debtor until they pay me for my hours. But we're not getting paid. We're getting issued fiat currency for our labor that depreciates over value, that has no true intrinsic value. It's fiat currency. But we don't know that. We don't understand that. We think we getting dollar bills, y'all. Nope, you're getting less than $half bills, y'all. If you look at it realistically and not from a fictitious standpoint, how many of those fiat currency notes does it take for you to get your hands on a real dollar? And I told y'all, a real dollar is an American Eagle silver coin. It says $1 on it. And right now, with the price of silver, as well as what's going on in the markets, there may or may not be a shortage. You're not getting $1 without giving at least 34, 35 notes. 35 promises to pay to get the dollar, to get the money. So in reality, if we in the public, we in the private, I like to help people transition to the private. Establish their private estate, the business trust, asset trust, family trust, these types of structures that are not controlled or governed or owe their existence to any state legislation. Get off me. And when we transition to the private, this is what I see from the private side. People say I make $25 an hour, I make $30 an hour, man, I make $50 an hour. I'm private, fam. I know you ain't talking about dollars. You're talking about Federal Reserve notes. And I know how much it takes for these notes to get $1. So if you are not being paid in gold and silver for your labor, you are not being paid. You've never been paid for your labor. And some of y'all might be like, "So, man, I got paid for my labor one time. My man's wanted me to help him move. I told him, give me a silver $1. And he gave it to me." Okay, man, hey, man, you got paid for your labor, player. Good luck. Good, great. I'm just saying, you're not going to go into no job. You're not going to go into any place of employment, an executive or administrative position, whatever, and truly get paid. Not in this system. This is a debt system. It's a game. It's a game that's played on you. It's a game that's played on the public. We're gonna exchange depreciating currency, notes, paper with no intrinsic value for their actual labor, for their life force, for time out of their life that they will never get back for the rest of their life. And they agree to accept worthless, almost, fiat currency. Wow. So y'all do your research. Call up a precious metals dealer and say, how much for an American Eagle silver coin? And see what they say. And I bet you money, and it's going to be more than $30, man. 30 fiat currency notes. Now do the math. Do the exchange rate of the notes that you're getting for your labor with the actual real money, real dollars. And you will see that you're a slave. Gold is the wage of kings and queens. Silver is the wage of gentlemen and ladies. Barter is the wage of the people. And debt is the wage of a slave. You're a good slave, though. You got your own house. You can buy a car if you want. If you work real hard and come in on time and don't get written up, you can probably afford a TV on Black Friday, but I can afford another car because I'm your boss. And I know the value of real labor. I know the value that you don't. And this is why, there's a minimum wage, but there'll never be a maximum wage. You will never see a maximum wage. If you ever do see a maximum wage, you need to try to get out of wherever you are. You need to get out of there because it's about to go down.
90 seconds.
I hear you. It's about to go down. Hey, listen, we got about a minute and a half left in the broadcast. I'm going to go over. I'm going to stream a little bit. So you're going to want to call in 563-999-3625. Otherwise, you will be disconnected in about 60 seconds. And you won't be able to hear what we're going to do. You'll have to check out the archive episode.
60 seconds.
Which isn't always player. But we will be streaming a little bit. I just want y'all to understand, you've never been paid for your labor. You got played. They got us to value these notes, these weak, cheap notes. They got us to invest our energy, our skill set, our time into their businesses, and they never paid me. They never paid you. They give us debt, and we take that debt and exchange it for particular goods and services. It's really too bad, but it's what we need to know. It's absolutely what we need to know. Now you see the value of these Federal Reserve notes. Now you see the value, the true value of the things that we get with these Federal Reserve notes. But what you got to understand, and here's the second part, the goods and services that you receive for these notes, someone else's labor was put into that at a lower value as well, at a Federal Reserve note or a fiat currency value as well. So that $100 TV that you got, man, that's really, like, for real, it's probably worth 4 times that amount if you truly value the labor at its true value in real money, gold and silver, that was put in to create that $100 TV. It will never be $100 anymore. And this is the connection I'm trying to have people make with regards to the public and the private, because the private is where the public will never take care of you. The public does not have your best interest at mind, at heart, at all. They may play like it, but if anything pops off, they're going to go straight to what? Human resources. You're a resource. That business sees you as a resource for its purpose, which is to create profits for the shareholders and the owners of that business. You're just a cog in the wheel. You're just a little piece of the puzzle that can easily be replaced, because we have all been taught to not value our labor, to not value our life in true terms. My life is very valuable. It's substance. But I accept a note that lacks substance in exchange for substance. Woo! I mean, this should be part 2. You know, the second greatest trick the public ever pulled was this fiat currency fakeness. And that's why I tell y'all, you know, hey, you ain't got to go out and quit your job and slap your supervisor in the mouth like you played me and then just walk out. It's not that serious. It's just don't save in currency. Don't save the debt. Get rid of it as fast as you can. And you should not have a savings account, in my opinion. I'm not giving legal advice. But if you're going to save money, you should save it money. Money is silver and gold. And we're about to hit this commodity super cycle. We got electric cars coming out left and right. Copper, cambium, silver is going crazy. And in our lifetimes, I truly believe we're going to see silver to a price in fiat currencies that people cannot even afford to get a fraction of an ounce with their fiat currency. And that will be one of the illest components of the wealth transfer that we miss. Silver is an industrial metal. It is a precious metal. It's used in industry. It's used in medical equipment. It's used in athletic clothing. Lululemon, they put silver in there. It's antimicrobial. It's antibacterial. It's antiviral. It has a lot of health benefits. And, you know, it's a finite resource. It's a finite resource with intrinsic value. Where paper, you can make paper out of bamboo. You can make paper out of hemp. You can make paper out of trees, wood, deciduous, conifers. You can make paper out of anything, really. But you can't make gold and silver. So I highly suggest y'all, you know, if you can, invest in your private education because it's important, but also understand what real money is. Understand what real value is. And if you're going to save, I suggest that you save in real money. It's going to protect your purchasing power. It's insurance for your paper money. Gold and silver is insurance for your paper money. You got insurance on everything else. You got insurance on your house, or you should have renter's insurance if you have an apartment or whatever. You have insurance in your car. You got health insurance. You should have health insurance. You might even have insurance on your electronics. You got insurance on your cell phone, probably. You got insurance for everything else. Gold and silver is insurance for your paper money. I tell y'all, when I read the current events, it says the gold increased in value, and then right after that, I'll read a current event, a news article, where they say the dollar has lost value. And they'd be like, it's lost value against a basket of currencies. And they're talking about the euro, the yen, the yuan, and stuff like that. Whatever. The dollar value moves inversely to gold. So if the dollar drops, then your gold and silver is going to rise. Then it's going to offset your losses in the paper market. At least enough to where you'll be good a little bit. At least better than your neighbor, who has no idea about what we're talking about and what we're discussing right now. But trust that you have never been paid for your labor. You have never been paid for your labor. Pay to discharge a debt. How you discharge a debt? I credited your business with my labor. Created quality goods and services that you have created, that you have created a profit from. I'm waiting for my 2-week check so you can discharge this debt, and I get a check and it's for Federal Reserve notes, man. That's not money. And that's not goods. That's a note. That's a promise to pay up. That's a promise to play. And a promise to pay. I don't want no promise for nothing. I want some money. Or I want some goods, man. To pay is to discharge a debt, to deliver to a creditor the value of a debt. Do you know that you're the creditor until you get your check? And even then, you get your check, they still got a week of credit from you, minimum, because it's like every 2 weeks and stuff you get paid, but you get paid like your pay period ends on whatever day and stuff like that. So when you get paid, you still got credit. They still got some of your credit. That's why, like, when people quit their jobs or put in that, you got to get your last check, your final check, because they still are indebted to you. You are still the creditor in that situation. But they give you Federal Reserve notes. They give you currency. They don't give you no dollars. People, I got dollars. You ain't got no dollars. You got notes. You got notes, man. It's cool. I'm not hating. You got notes. I got dollars. I got dollars. I got dollars. I'm giving away dollars. I'm trying to help y'all understand what this is, to the point where I'm putting my money where your mouth is with the silver giveaway. I've given away silver. My man won the silver. It cost half an ounce of silver to ship the ounce of silver to my man's. But it's not a gimmick or anything. It's for real. It's absolutely for real, because when you get this stuff in your hand, when you hold this, it does something to you. Something wakes up. You remember. Something gets remembered. There's remembering. Remembering happens when you're holding this real money. And this thing right here under the eagle. 1 ounce fine silver, $1. And I will not exchange my dollar for your note. Nope. No. And you go down to a precious metal dealer and they be like, okay, $35, and I'll give you $1. I'll give you an American Eagle. Give me 35 notes, and I'll give you $1. And he might do that. She might do that. I'm not taking none of your notes for my dollar. You're going to have to give me 70 notes, minimum, so that I can turn around as quickly as I can, and hopefully I can turn around, run down before this currency loses its value, and go get $2. That's the only way you're going to get $1 from me, is you give me enough notes so I can go get $2. And I'm a noble. I'm a noble. I'm well-mannered. I'm not necessarily nice, but I'm definitely well-mannered. And you give me 70 notes for my $1. I'm gonna tell you. I'm like, man, just go. You're gonna be like, hey, I'll give you 35 notes. I'm like, nope. I'll give you 40 notes. I'm like, nope. I'll give you 50 notes. I'm like, nope. I'll give you 60 notes, man, for your $1. I'm like, nope. I'll give you 70 notes, fam. So I'm gonna give you 70 notes. I'm gonna be like, man, because I'm a noble, I'm just gonna tell you need to go to that precious metals dealer and go get you $2 with those 70 notes. 70 notes, man. How much you make an hour? If you don't make $35 an hour, you ain't even making $1 an hour, player. Welcome to the private. Welcome to the foundation. I'm not playing with y'all. I love y'all. Sometimes truth hurts. Parents, family, friends. All love isn't warm and fuzzy. It's not. And this is 100% love. I'm teaching you this. I'm probably not making you feel good. Probably ain't going to be feeling too good going to sleep tonight, waking up to go to work tomorrow to get, quote, paid. You're going to get your paycheck. You're lying to me. It's not a paycheck. It's a note check. You ain't paying me. You're going to pay me in money or goods that I accept. You're giving me tender. Legal tender is what you're giving me. You're giving me notes that's legal tender. You ain't giving me no payment. And that's why those of you who deal with, the set off, the discharge, the UCC, the secure party and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you've heard that, you tender payment. You don't pay. You tender payment. Just tender. Because they can never pay, and you can never pay. You've never been paid. You've never been paid for your labor, ever. But what you can do is take them notes, and you can pay yourself. So, with that being said, hey, that's it. Trust that you've never been paid for your labor. You in the public. In the public, it looks great. It's, oh, man, I get $15, $25 an hour, player. No, you don't. You get 25 notes an hour. Now, what? Man, quit playing. You over here hating, man. You over here trying to mess with my vibe, man. I'm over here vibing with my $25 an hour. I ain't trying to mess with nobody vibe, man. I'm trying to tell you the truth. I'm the seeker of truth, and then I turn around and I speak the truth. Seeker of truth, speaker of truth. My name is So L. And whether you like it or not, it's the truth. So with that being said, I'm gonna go to the phone lines. I feel good tonight. I feel good. I feel like y'all learned something. I feel like it was placed into perspective. I feel accomplished as far as bringing that education, reestablishing the foundation of education with regards to doing business and transacting with this public, with the public. That's what the foundation, that's what we do here. We reestablish the foundational understanding of how we transact and do business in the public. That's what it is. Period. Get real. A lot of people wake up and, hey, I'm going back to sleep. I'm going back to the public. At least I feel like I'm rich over there. You ain't rich, man. You broke. You a debt. You're a slave. But I still love you. Still love you. What we got here? 205-4147. Area code 205-4147. Peace. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Peace to the gods. Peace to the gods, man. I just want to say thank you once again. The brother stands corrected after years, you know what I'm saying, of putting in this thing is still relevant to this day. Yes, indeed. This is the salvation, truly. If you guys really want to be saved, man, I mean, for real, take notes. You know what I mean? This is the only way how you going to make it. There is no other way. I bumped my head many times against many hard surfaces. I've been in dark places. I've been in places that's uncomfortable, unfavorable, until I recognized that when you're in the public, it is all controlled. This is the reason why the public restroom is open to just about anyone. Public transportation. All things that are out in the open is controlled. But if you wish to truly control your own and truly be the author of your own story, and get paid like you say you're a hustler, we real hustlers. Well, what them sills and goals at? That's what true hustlers carry. Not fiat, not dead, pale, stale folks that pretty much, servitude your own folks. That's another thing too as well. We're walking around with a pocket full of dead folks that put your own folks in servitude. And we use those. So that's value.
Real talk. Wow. Dang.
Yeah.
Don't hurt him, Mello. Don't hurt him, man.
Yeah. I had to come back because it was upon demand. My brother, the bus driver, one of the moles the other night, he said, Mello, I had the mask on. I was in mass transit in the public, minding myself, keeping my distance. You know what I mean? Man, brother came to me, he said, Mello, babe. I said, yo, I looked around. Bus driver came and said, bro, where you been? He said, I was in the archive the other night, tuned in to the foundation. You was on just about every episode at the end that I tuned into. He said, bro, I spoke with the brother. He told me to get with you as well, so y'all can get in on the information, because I've been receiving the emails and everything, bro. I got a new phone. I'm dealing with the iPhone thing. Then on top of that, bro, I've been putting double shifts now, security at night, maintenance in the daytime, yada, yada, getting like six hours of sleep. You know what I'm saying, going hard and heavy, but at the same time, I never gave up. I never lose the mindset of maneuvering privately when I'm out in the public. Never. It's a mindset. You can acquire all the information much as possible. You can even try to get someone to pay to conduct and administrate your own business. But the thing is, at the end of the day, it's going to end with you. And as you wake up, it begins with you. This is the reason why the foundation is so important. We are learning to govern our own social affairs properly. I give thanks for every time that I come on this show. This brother here has our best interest at heart. I love So, man, because So is not going to boo-boo cuckoo you. It's like mother and father. It's a balance. Mother may come to you, give you that warm, loving affection. Father's going to let you know. This is the way it is. It's firm, it's coarse, but guess what? It is love in another various form. This is how we accept the bitter and the sweet here. And I compare that to the public and the private. Oil and water, so forth and so forth, etc., etc. You know how it go. This is the foundation, though. Another brick in the foundation. I will be tuned into the archives, going back in on what, I pretty much kind of lacked on. I don't want to lack substance. I don't. That's something that tears my conscience, and it eats away with me. When you know that you're learning something, have learned something pertaining to it, it should do something to you. It really does. It's a relationship that you know you have to be true to and loyal to. Because if not, then guess what? The very information that comes through for your salvation will be the same information that will come through and destroy you. I don't want to be a victim of that. People who know me know how I speak. They know how passionate I am. My co-workers at the job say, man, why don't you be a broadcaster or some kind of such? I say, no. Now, I don't do none of that. I just want to be a bearer of great, powerful, effective information to change the condition. Only for those who know the value of it, though. I'm not changing and going out dealing business with fools. I'm not doing that. In order to get my attention, you must have put forth some level of payment of consciousness of value that shows that you care about who you are, what's going on around you, and what can you do to better change the condition. That's the only way you got my attention here. So this is what time it is right now. The coronavirus is time to come up, man. It's been time to come up. I don't know what they're doing with their money, their little fiat, but they better transfer that thing properly, straight up. So, man, my thing is here, bro. So, we know what time it is, definitely. I'm just, more so getting more acquainted with the newcomers and the new fresh thinkers. Because I have also as well told others to tune in tonight. Man, I've told the cell phone guy operator on the phone who helped me operate the new device. He said, man, what do you know about this LLC setup and nonprofit? I said, well, I'll tell you like this. I've been tuned into, a platform, educational platform for a couple of years now. Like, you don't mind if I get that? I said, sure. Here's the website, too. Go up to the foundation.com. Yeah. PDL, pleasure, okay. So, yeah. Do that. He reached out for his information. This man was actually helping me with my phone. But people are in tune with such things. It don't matter who they are, they're looking to better their condition. So, I give thanks because without this brother here and without the elder, salute to the elder, the working ox, the brother Yusuf L, the elder, the uncle that you never had, Yusuf L, who put me on personally. He said, hey, man, I got some guys you may be in tune with. Put them on. Yeah. Sharif, Soel, yeah. So, okay. Ever since then, it was divinely set. You know when you really got something genuine. You know it because it's effective and it helps change your life and better your condition. That's when you know information is worthy. It's tried and tested. Man, I give thanks. This type of information here I would die for. Hell, our life is already on the line. It said in that biblical text, I came amongst you and you received me not. Only because you rejected it. You rejected it. That would be the only way that you would actually play a role in your own instruction. To reject the information that's here for your salvation. So, I know it's real. I know it's true. I know it's tried. I'm just here to validate that for others who may be listening and tuning in. Truthfully, I speak from deep within. Now let this thing flow. I freestyle a lot of times when I get on because I'm in tune with my brother. We're on a frequency. You dig? So to all others, man, that's on here, stay in tune. Do what you got to do. Don't save yourself into debt. Get that dough up and transfer it so it can really count, and you can properly administrate your affairs, whether it be business, whether it be yourself, the family, however. It's a trust for everything, just about. Let's do it. But with that being said, man, so I just wanted to, I was not going to chime in. I'm going to fall back for a minute and probably wait till the next or something. But it was the urge, man. It's like, I got to speak to my fam, man. And on top of that, if somebody comes to you the night before and like, hey, yada, 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 and then mentions that, that's a sign. The ancestors are speaking to you. The universe is working. Get back up on your shit. What are you doing? Roll your sleeves up. We have heirs of the estate to inherit things. It's storming everywhere I'm at, man. 2 thunderstorm warnings. But, things are passing through. It's calm. You know what I'm saying, right now. So it's beautiful. We tuning in, though. Got my power pad out again. I got notes upon notes from other, episodes from a year or 2 ago. That's how true it is. I broke them out. I bagged these notes. These notes have a great deal of value of them. More than that fiat, I know that. But that note there, yeah, you've been having that. We've been having that forever. It ain't never said none of this shit that we're so put down. So yes, compile your notes properly and use them resourcefully. Don't be a resource. My thing is, man, I just give thanks to the creators, the ancestors, the forefathers, the foremothers, the forerunners, all those amongst us, and those who are with us today, especially Brother Soel. He is the brick in the foundation. He is the cornerstones. You will need him. And whoever's to come after him, y'all better give thanks. That's the reason why give your flowers and give everything and rewards and honor to the brothers who are here today doing these great works. Who knows what's to come after this? To be truly honest with you, to be really, I care, but I really don't even care what to be truly become after this. Because as long as we do what we need to do while we're here and we leave something behind for these children, more than debt and disease, somewhere they can better their condition, raise their skills up, empower each other as a true nation, I'm satisfied. I can rest. So, with that being said, my brother, man, give thanks. I give thanks, gratitude, honor, respect. My due diligence, brother, by being loyal to myself and then to you. So with that being said, I just want to give thanks for every episode you ever put down, man. Every lick or spit of energy that you conjured up, brother, to guide us, guide the minds and the hearts of the people into the right, proper direction. I give thanks, man, honestly. True family here. True family. Seriously. This is true family here in this life, true family in the afterwards. Definitely. You won't find them another like this too much. It's a rarity. Y'all better value this thing, though. It's the foundation. Another brick in the foundation, man. I give thanks. So, how you been, brother?
I've been well, man. It's good to hear from you again. You was out. I know you was handling your business, right? It's been a while, man. I bet you there's someone. I mean, there's people been asking about you. Like, man, what's up with Mello? But
yes,
man, it's good to hear your voice,
so.
Man. You sound well. You sound good.
Indeed, yes, sir. I'm glad, man. I'm glad to hear your voice. Because the time when I be calling in late trying to get out, I'm like, oh, man, the show, and everything, an hour difference. So I'm like, oh, there's no more shows. They're like, oh, shit. I always give thanks to the archive, though.
Yep,
it hurts when you miss the show. I don't know about a lot of people, but when you really be in tune, man, and you have a spot to meet at and be at, this shit's real. Like,
Yeah, this for us, man. This our spot. I mean, look, it's like-minded. We all gonna vibrate. Like attract like. And it's all about the vibration. Vibration is the first evidence of life. Everything that is alive vibrates.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean,
Indeed.
foundation. It's the movement. This is what it is. High frequency is the click though. You know, high frequency, man.
Man, we gotta start getting some shirts made up in this bitch, bro. Get some shirts made.
Yeah, we can do some merch. We can do some merch. I mean, look,
man. You know, when I'm out there shooting my thing and doing what I'm doing, they like, hey, I like that shirt. Oh yeah, no doubt. Work that. You know, we gotta work that energy on. You feel me? Signs and symbols. You dig what I'm saying? Colors. You know what it is. You know.
No, I mean, look, it's already in the works.
Our sigils.
It's already in the works.
Okay. Yes,
I
sir.
can't even.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we got a sister working with the foundation. You know, we call her the secretary. She's been killing the game out here.
Okay.
Can't even.
Okay.
She's been killing the game, helping out a lot, man. And yeah, she's on it. She's on it with the t-shirts. She's on it, man. So, yep, you'll be seeing some of that stuff soon.
Put me on.
Yep,
yeah, put
soon.
me on. I'm definitely gonna bring in business, bro. I'll talk. I mean, definitely.
Man,
definitely.
Yep. Hey, it's really just, you know, if y'all want it, we're gonna put it out. You know, whatever y'all want, I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want. The only thing I ain't doing that y'all want is talk about discharge, because that stuff is stupid to me. Let's get money.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the debt.
Yeah, it is.
Let's get this money. I don't worry about no debt. If you get money, the debt's gone.
I feel if we stay out of debt, bro, we don't have to worry about discharge. If we stay out of debt, if we stay away from debt, then what do we have to discharge? You dig?
Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm at.
Yeah. So I'm with it, bro. Like whenever you get them done, hey, I'm rocking them. Truss set up. Hey, I want one on the back with I want one on the back with the symbol, the sigil on that boy. You know what I'm saying? A powerful slogan on there. Oh, top.
Yeah.
I want some shit on there like debt or disease. Which way we run? Which way you in? You know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit to catch they motherfucker eye. I'm like, damn, what is this? Yeah.
Like, this is exclusive. This is private. I don't know if you can get it. It's private. That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, where you get that shirt? Like, hey, it's private. I don't know. It's private.
That'll be a powerful one. So private versus public on the front, and then on the back be like oil and water don't mix.
That's a good idea.
Like, what is this?
Hey.
Yeah. You know, man, I come up with these things, man. I be in the kitchen cooking and with me, you know what I mean? When I put this thinking cap on, boy, I go to turn into a chemist in the kitchen, you dig?
Yeah, I mean, look, I appreciate all the help that I can get. I feel like I've gotten to a point with this to where, man, I ain't trying to get burnt out, but at the same time, the only way for it to expand is for, people to get down, I guess. People, they play their position. If it's for you, you kind of show up, and that's kind of what's happening right now. And I'm very grateful and thankful and appreciative. So yeah, man, that's a good idea. That's a real good idea. I accept all ideas.
Yeah, man.
All of them.
Yes, sir. Indeed. I be keeping, I keep my pen and pad nearby, man. It's like, shoot, man, it just made me. I felt some kind of way. I went back into my little file thing and broke out the old little tablet here now because I got a few steno pads. I mean, I broke them out. Like, damn, look at this. I was in the room that night with baby mama writing it down. Like, damn, look at this, damn, look at this. You feel me? So it's like the information is so valuable. As we said before, it's like a book, a great read. When you read a powerful read, you can always go back into it and you renew or you find like refreshing new highlights that you probably didn't recognize before, or it just it renews itself. And it's the same way with good information. We talk about money, how to handle proper affairs, such and such. Hey man, this here is refreshing, fam. I mean, really, after a long week of working and different things, you need something to recline your mind and say, hey, damn, I really need to be getting true value for my labor. This is refreshing. This is like at the bar. These are cocktails at the bar. We cooling. So we can walk away tomorrow and feel a little bit better by at least going to this 9 to 5. I mean, we maybe know that we getting played, but look, what would be the issue if you didn't know it? Knowing is winning half the battle, fam.
How many times can you be lied to if you don't know the truth?
Wow. Possibly forever.
Talking about we get money, cash rules everything around me. Fam, no. How about that? How about no?
Right.
How about it's not money?
Right.
How about cash don't rule nothing? How about the gold and silver rule? How about that?
Right.
How about quit lying to me?
Folks.
Quit lying to me.
Damn, debt rules everything around me. That's
what I'm saying. Debt notes rule everything around me. Promises. Get the debt.
Damn.
Debtor, y'all.
Great. There you go. Hey, straight up though. Man, you may have to go back in. You may have to go back in and sample that and flip that. Debtor, y'all, for real. Shit, debt rules everything around me. Scream. Get some real money. That ain't debtor, y'all. Real shit. That's real shit though.
It's evil.
Damn, man. But it's real in the field, man. It's really real in the field, bro. Like, man, I give thanks, though. Damn, I give thanks, though, man. It just feels good to be able to have another side or, you know what I mean, an outlet to where you can actually have some level of salvation for real. Straight up. You know, it's ugly out here. A lot of people don't know this. They have nothing to turn to, and it's sad when you ever seen somebody or spoke to somebody, they speak of something, and that's all they know. They have no other analytical skills or nowhere to, you know what I mean, try, like, what is the result to be able to do something different to gain other results. They have no knowledge of that, and that's sad, fam. Really, it really is. It really is. These are the ones you know, at some point, they're the sheep. They're the sheeple. They're the ones who are going to be human resource, really. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man. I love my people, the ones who really who care to take this information, do something with it, know the value of it, and then keep the process going. Do like So did. Someone took So in. Dude, they gotta recognize this. Someone came and say, listen, this brother here is worthy of this information, and he wants it. You have to be like that. You know, other than that, then people not really gonna take it serious. Really not. You know, oh, he sounds good. Oh, yeah, that's some good information, yada yada. But if you're not really about it and you're not putting it into action, I can talk about this information, but if I can't show a silver dollar to no one and then explain what soldiers explain, what really good am I doing? Because see, when you out here on the street, it's like that, you know, people like this. Let me see, show and prove. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Show and prove, but you can't show and prove real value for the money, for that fiat you working for that form of currency you working for. You can't show and prove for that though. See, that's weird. That's really weird to me.
Yeah, man. When you think about it, it's like, what? Hold on, what? And, you know, my first instinct is to get mad at someone else, but I'm just mad I get mad at myself. Like, hold on, man. I got played. How did I let these fools play me for so long?
True.
And they playing my people right
and
now.
I know this.
Yep, now you know it.
Yep.
Now we know it. No, and
now we know it. And I'm going to tell everybody,
the cartoon. Go ahead.
Right. Hey, feel some kind of way from right now. All people who are tuning in new, not to my people who already know this, who've been in, but the ones who are tuning in freshly, hey, if you just acquired this information right now in real time tonight, give thanks, because just guess what? Now you know. If you had not known, what would be that? What would be the results of that? So give thanks for knowing, and give thanks for the knowers who come around to better information. We got to support our knowers too, y'all.
And I just want to put because look, maybe if you understand the true value of your labor, if you understand that you're getting paid in debt notes and not real dollars, maybe you ain't going to be so timid to ask for that raise. Maybe you won't be so timid to go get some more skills. Maybe you won't be so timid to be like, you know what? I'm looking for a different job that's gonna pay me more. pay me more. You know, maybe you'll get off that little comfortable hamster wheel and start really doing your dance. I'm trying to make your feet flat, bro. I'm like, dude, just make them just, you know, tap dance all over the place. And you can't do that if you're stuck in someone else's structure, if you're stuck in someone else's, you know, do-si-do, to say the least, you know. True. But look, man, you get $15 an hour, you ain't even getting less than half a real dollar an hour. If let's be real. Our people used to be all the time, keep it real. Just keep it real, okay? Keeping it real. Right. $15 an hour is 15 notes an hour, and you're making less than $1 an hour. If you're keeping it real, I like that, to hit people in the head and be like, hold up, you know, make the sour face, the confused sour face, and then just start thinking, man, like, hold on, man. I'm finna go in there. They finna give me a raise, man. They supposed to give me a raise 6 months ago. Like, maybe, just put some, hopefully, they put some pep in your step. You know?
Right. Exactly.
Just you know, I'm not telling people, hey, quit your job and go grab a bunch of gold and silver and, you know, go mine. Oh, no. Just, you know, hey, it's little by little as we move, as we groove, you know, little by little.
Exactly. Don't just get on the dance floor jumping. Learn to do your dance. Learn the rhythm first. Catch the rhythm, then do your dance. Yes, sir.
Exactly.
I get it, bro. I been got it. I'm getting it, and I'm gonna keep it. And I'm gonna pass it down. No, right. I'm not gonna keep it. I'm gonna pass it down. My bad. Can't keep it forever.
Yeah.
But definitely, though, man, the family thanks you, though. So, truthfully and honestly, diligently, the family thanks you. You know, the brother thanks you. Man, the fam, I mean, I'm just being real, bro. Like, indeed. You know it, brother. You know it. But every time you're going to be reminded.
Hey,
I'm just reminded, bro.
It's not me, man. It's the
just
creator.
So you know.
It's the ancestor. It's not me. I'm just doing the dance that I'm supposed to do, man. That's all.
Right.
I appreciate you, dude, but all thanks and praises and honors is due to the creator and the ancestors, man. God, Allah,
Indeed.
You know, whatever, how people reference it.
Indeed.
You know, I'm just trying to be the most hollow reed. You know, stand up, hollow reed that, you know, it can flow through. That's all. I'm just trying to keep my vibe clear so this stuff can get through me. Because I know I'm the messenger, man. I'm not the, you know, it's all about that message.
That's true. Well, you are a great, important asset within the foundation, though. That you are. You know?
Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
Without a deniable doubt. Without a deniable doubt. Honestly, we all should know that. We know this by now. All of us who are in tune, we know this by now. You are the valuable asset in the foundation, definitely. You know, and without you, bro, I couldn't imagine what this would be like. I really couldn't, man. Them nights sitting in and shit changing my mindset, my emotions and my feelings, looking at things when I step outside my door from a different perspective. Man, these folks really don't know. When you really be in tune and you going through shit in your life, and then you acquire this particular type of information, it comes in exact divine timing. When you going through your shit, you somewhere at your lowest. You having family issues, economical problems. You know, you having issues just about keeping a dollar in your pocket, man. Managing, budgeting, you dig? And when you get this type of level of information, man, this fills the void. And we should feel that and know that. You should know when this is what I need. People should know the feeling of what they need. Unless our feeling too jarred and thrown out by other influences. But other than that, we should know what we need when you're able to identify powerful, proper, effective information. Many people talk this, but they apply that shit incorrectly.
Get you hurt.
You know.
And you're mad and like, you lied to me. Like, no, you lied to yourself. Yeah.
Right.
You incorrectly applied that. But It can get you hurt.
Indeed. The consequences are real. Indeed it is. I agree, bro. So that's why I give thanks that you take time out. You took time. You continue to take time out because, first of all, you know that your well-being in your life and then also what you have created for your family is definitely on the line. So that's why I tell people to be very careful about who you receive the information from. Check this person out. What's up with this person? What they got to stand on? What's their background? Check them out. What's the caliber? You know, break them down and then put them back together and see if this shit's worth it. Because he's a fast talking, slick, smooth, walking motherfucker. Then he just probably got you. He gonna feed you and give you everything you want to hear. Sot gonna tell your ass what you don't want to hear and what you need to hear. You may not like it, but hey, here it is. You don't want to hear it? I got a song. What about it? Here you go. You did? Yeah. So that's when you know you got balance. You got something real. Straight up. And then go research this for yourself. You know, we love to lean towards something, but at the same time, man, you have to identify this for yourself. You want to do it anyway, especially when you become an administrator or your own business. You want to do it anyway. So yes, sir. Indeed, man. Let us give thanks. I ain't mean to be on here this long and standing, but you already know how it be. So when it be a minute, you know how to get down in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
knee deep. I gotta go knee deep with this shit sometimes, bro.
Nah, you was good. Don't worry about it, man. I'm glad to. It's good to hear
man.
from you, man. It's been a minute.
Dude, stay talking, man. Stay down.
I stay talking. I talk for 2-3 hours on these shows, man, every week.
Right.
Ain't nobody talking like me. I can talk forever. I gotta stop. I gotta slow down. I got alarms going off and stuff. Like, man, shut up.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, man, that's because we, you know, when we like that, you defy what is the lineage of the timing that we go by here in this particular existence. Like you be on another timing that doesn't exist. You know?
Yeah.
So that's the reason why it feels that way, man. Like we can go on with this shit. It's like going in the studio making good music. Who knows? We may be in that bitch from 12 to 12. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but it's beautiful, man. I want to tell people, man, respect what you have in order to receive more. I say it one more time. Respect and take care of what you have in order to receive more. That is part of intrinsic. That's part of intrinsic value. Straight up. So, you know, I just want my people to know that, man. You know, you're working hard for that shit. Make it really count. Make it count. For real. So, you know, with that being said, brother, I'm going to finish jotting down some things. I'm going to jump on the YouTube. I need to check out Yusuf and see where he been, what's been popping with him, you know what I'm saying, throughout the week. You know, catch up, got to play catch up a little bit. Then on top of that, I'm on a media broadcasting where I hold like a broadcast and I just talk about various things. I got to be careful about what I talk about for his contract too because, you know, I don't want to have any too much infringement talk on that versus what I'm talking about. Because one thing they don't want to talk about is how to obtain certain paperwork, forms, different things, and so I got to be careful. So what I do is I talk around it the same way here for educational purposes. That's it. And then I said, if you want to chop it up, meet me on the WhatsApp or something else or whatever. But I got to jump on the Discord too. Somebody told me about this, like, man, you got to go on Discord a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and download that thing too as well. But yes, sir. Indeed, man.
Yeah, you get that Discord on your phone too. There's an app for your phone, so you can always be on it. Okay. Yeah, we got a server. Foundation got a server on Discord, and I don't know if you heard about Clubhouse, but we've been on Clubhouse pretty much every Tuesday for the last several weeks now. You know, just chopping it up, trying to expand.
Not the secret of truth on the Clubhouse.
Yeah, I be going in there, man. I be getting muted. I be getting pushed to the stage. They be cutting my mic off and push me out of the stage and stuff. Because I go into the what I like to do, I troll them. But I pancake them. I go into those credit gurus. You know, they're 15 US 1692. They got it in the room and stuff. I go in there and they be like trying to sell their letters and stuff. and I start pancaking. Man, they move me off the stage so quick.
I said so stepping on toes. Stepping on toes.
Man, they get me out of there as fast as they can. It's fun though, man. I be laughing, man.
Bro, I got another one though similar to Clubhouse. It's called BIGO Live, Bigo Live. But here you can do audio, you can do a live panel, or you can do multi-box. Is diverse. And on top of that, I've been chopping up with people from everywhere all around the globe, man. And I've met people with LLC set up. I've met people with businesses who really have no information on private knowledge. I'm like, damn, I'm sharing shit with them. They're like, man, you got to get with it. I bet. So on that Big On Live, though, it's like, on most apps, it's a lot of foolishness and other shit there, but it depends on your purpose, ultimately. And I'm also a recruiter, too. So I recruit people as well, man. But, yeah, man, my thing is I'm trying to create me a platform as well where I can have topical discussions. We can rank current events, such as like that, talk about certain things, what's popping in the economics, and how to do certain things and do it like that. I want to make my live a little bit more interesting, because I'll be real with you. When I first came on as a host months back, man, my shit was wide open. I was learning my way, and I had number females all over the boxes. Females here now. A couple guys from where I live at on different sides, but yeah, man, the problem administrative thing now. So I do it differently. When I go live, I set a title up there, topic of discussion, and then I kind of, I regulate who comes in the box. You can view them first before you let them in. So it's cool, and on top of that, I get paid. It ain't much, Fiat, like $600. It depends on how you want to do it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, man. That's big. Congratulations. I love it.
Yes, sir. Indeed. But I had to have a substance or something to start with to have a topic in order to kind of just, get people's attention. So a lot of the older people who are actually into business and doing things, they link and they gravitate to the conversation piece. They really do. I also have a few stragglers here now want to come in here and there and talk about nothing or what the fuck ever. But at the same time, yeah, man, for the majority part, yes, sir, they know me on the app about that. Oh, yeah, that's Mellow, yada, yada. Oh, yeah, he in tune with organic, growing, you know what I'm saying, LLC set up, biz and this and that. Yeah, he's in tune. So, yeah, it's cool. Been on there about 6-7 months now.
That's
it's cool.
You should send me the link.
Yeah, slip a little Fiat. Yeah, we'll do.
Email me a link or something so I can get down with it. Man, I want to check it out. That's what's up, man. I love it, man. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Indeed, bro. Indeed. So, man, with that said, I got to get up at 5 in the morning, too, man. So I want to go and get on the little internet real quick, do my little couple of hours, do my little due diligence, jot down a couple more notes, and, man, get with it.
Hey, I appreciate you checking out the show, man. It's good to talk to you, man. I'll talk to you soon, man. Don't forget to send me that link. But, yeah, have a great evening.
I got you, bro. I got you, man.
Let's link up soon.
We'll do.
Okay, man.
We got it, so we're going to do it. We're going to do it, bro. Peace and love, man, at all costs, so peace and love.
Peace and love. All right. Man, well, there it is. I mean, look, we got family coming in, dropping in, saying what's up, saying peace. It's been a while. And you know what? That's the only call I'm going to take. I know y'all be like, man, Sot don't even take calls anymore. I do sometimes. It's just, I just like to get the information out at this point, and I just like to get up out of here, really. But, we're on Clubhouse every Tuesday. We got a Discord server. We're really putting in work on the YouTube, and we're expanding. And, there's other avenues, to get at the foundation, to get at Sot L, and I appreciate it if you check them out. Did you get your stimulus check? Did you get your stimmy? If you did, may I invite you to invest in your private education? You can check out welcometothefoundation.com. Check out the offer tabs, the education tab, Passport No Social Part 1, Part 2, Foundation Trust Primer, Foundation Trust Series Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. And if you're interested, you can email me, admin@welcometothefoundation.com, and get into trustee training. Let's do it. Let's set up your private estate. I would be honored to assist you in your private transition. I really would. It's big things for me because, I understand what it's doing and what it's doing for generations. And that makes me feel so good just to help people and help my people do their dance. Because, I'm doing my dance and I love it. But I also like to see you do yours. It's gorgeous. So with that being said, admin at welcometothefoundation.com. Hit me up. Let's do that dance. Otherwise, welcometothefoundation.com. At the very least, sign up for the email list. We got offers, promotions. There's a lot of stuff that's coming out through the email list. It's email subscribers only, so you don't want to miss that. If you want to get access to the Discord server, if you want to get access to what we're doing on Clubhouse, you want more information, email secretary at welcometothefoundation.com. You will be taken care of expeditiously. And with that being said, I appreciate y'all checking out the show. I trust that you've learned something and that you found value in this episode of the Foundation on High Frequency Radio Network. And, you know, that's what it's all about. We're just giving value. We building. We're building. I take a step up, you take a step up, I take a step up, and we just keep doing it like that. And that's the move. That's the juice. So as I'm pancaking toes and stepping all on people's anklets and shins, I trust that y'all are picking up what I'm putting down here at the Foundation. So with that being said, we're going to be doing the same dance next week and every week here on High Frequency Radio Network. So until then, y'all enjoy yourself. Make sure you take care of yourself. And as always, say 15. We're going to do 15 now. We did the 10 for long enough. Now we're getting to 15. 15 things that you're thankful for before you go to sleep tonight and every night. Because it's important. And I will catch you next time. Same spot on the hottest radio network on the planet, High Frequency Radio Network. I am So L, your host of the Foundation, your brother. And it has been my pleasure. I will catch you next week. Enjoy yourself. Take care of yourself. Peace to the God.
Doing this thing all the way live. High Frequency Radio.